All right, good morning everyone. Well, David showed up to help me get this stuff cleaned out over here and ready. So I got to get Bertha fired up and move some dirt. So got to get the front tire aired up again and start moving some dirt. He's over there working on the sticks and everything right now, and all the big stuff right now for me. So let me get after it and we'll be back. All right, y'all. Well, camera kept heating up on me for some reason today. I think it's just these old batteries. But yeah, David come over and gave me a couple hours this morning. We got a lot of this mess cleaned up, all the sticks and brush and all that stuff out of here. I'm working on the pad here for the house. I'm trying to get it leveled out. I still got a bunch more dirt I got to dig. So sometime here soon I'm going to dig some more of this out. I thought I was just going to leave it like it was, but I really need to smooth it out more to get some more of this dirt out of here. And then let this dry up over here. And see about getting that dug out more and deeper. It's got to be a lot deeper in there, y'all. So we got a lot of that coming. David was going to fly his drone, but the batteries were dead, so he's going to charge it up and we're going to get an overview. But like I said, I want to dig this out a little bit more. He got Uber over there and smoothed all that side out for me, so it'll dry out better. Still got that one little pile right there that we just couldn't get into because it's just too wet still. Even Bertha was spinning tires over there, so maybe that'll dry out. And then I smoothed all that out over there. So now that's all real good and high. I still got a low spot right on this part of the driveway right there that I gotta still fill in more, and then finish digging the rest of this, moving the rest of this right here out. But it's getting there slowly but surely. So again, I think my appointment went pretty well this morning. I think all is going to be good there. I had a scare last night with the Audi. She got up underneath the trailer, and something either scared her or bit her or something, because she ran right back to the house, and as soon as she got in the door, she fell over, her tongue flopped out, and I thought something killed her. And she lay there for a good 5 minutes, and I was, you know, rubbing on her and stuff, and she was breathing and everything, but she just, like, I don't know. And then all of a sudden she got up and moseyed over on the floor by my chair and laid there for a little while, and I gave her a bunch of treats, so I knew she was eating okay. And then when I went to bed, she got up in the bed with me, and she just laid there. And then she got up this morning, she was okay. She was her normal self again. So I don't know what happened there, but she scared the pee waddle out of me. I mean, I thought sure I was gonna have to make an emergency vet run and sell something to get it covered. But like I said, she's back to her normal self this morning. So that makes me feel a lot better this morning. So let me show you what we did over here. Got all this tightened up. It's a lot more level now. I still got some more to work on over here. And again, I still got to get in here and dig this part out right here to define the top of the J to where it kind of matches that side there, and get this depth right here down, because as you can see, it's not real deep right through here or over there. So the real deep spot is obviously where you can't see the dirt sticking up, and that's real deep there, and I'll show you how deep that is here soon. Bertha was running a little rough this morning. She needs a fuel filter bad, and I mean, it's past time, and so it was started throwing me an error code, fuel just distribution code. So, and she was, you know, like spitting and sputtering every now and then, so I got to get a fuel filter for it bad, but that'll come in time. I'll just have to take it easy with it for now and just keep dealing with it. But like, again, this looks a lot better. The driveway's about a foot higher than what it was before, which is so anyway, battery died on me. So anyway, yeah, we got a lot done out here, so we'll see how that goes with the dock now. Just gotta wait on them to I guess get all the paperwork together and send it off, and hopefully it'll go so fast. So I don't know, we'll see. I sure could use it right now. But yeah, I feeling kind of rough today, y'all, just so you know. That's why I'm not my happy chipper self today. Feeling a little rough. You know, already gave me that scare last night, and then, you know, the appointment this morning, everything, anxiety pretty high. So I am just trying to hold off for a little while longer. But at least the property's looking better, and I can slowly but surely work on some more of this and get some more dirt brought out. But you know, once I dig all of that out, excuse me, all of that out right there, and let that dry good, then I should have plenty of dirt there to kind of finish what I'm looking to do out here. So hopefully that'll happen. Hopefully it won't we won't get a flood between now and the time I get it all out of there and get it dried, you know. Because again, I'm just going to take it and pile it up over here, over there, along that edge again, and up on this hill right here, and just pile it all up here, and like I did over there, pile it up over there, and just let it spread it out and let it dry, and then I'll be able to do something with it. Even this right here was still wet today from yesterday, you know, digging this out. But again, it's getting there. Look at all that rock down in there. That's all a bunch of little rock down in there. I'd love to be able to somehow separate all that and be able to put it in the driveway, but I don't see that happen. It's almost like it's river rock down in there, you know. It's you know, like this was a big river down through here at one point. I know I did look it up one time, and it the geography and geology of this area, you know, like a few thousand years ago, this was a big river down through here, and that's why all this rock is settled in here the way it has. Which was, it was kind of cool to look it up, you know, to see all that from that many years ago. But you know how that goes. So anyway, I don't really have much to talk about today, other than the appointment went well, yard looks better, dog is okay this morning. I am gonna have some visitors. Tracy's gonna come down and hang out with me this weekend sometime, and at least I'll have somebody to sit and talk to, and have a little bonfire and burn up some of this stuff that I got to get burnt around here, and just be able to take a chill pill. Now that that major appointment is over, now it's just wait time, and keep praying that the wait time is not long, because I sure need a break. Sure need a break for the life, you know. So anyway, let's just call this one a day. Hopefully I got enough video here and it's long enough that y'all don't get too bored of it. But you know, I am going to get Bertha out here in just a little bit, and we're going to run her a little bit more on this today over here, and get that one area smoothed out a little bit. And I have to take down a couple more trees. Oh, that's something else I was going to tell you. So I did some quickie measurements yesterday, and I realized that if I'm going to build a house out here, that I have a couple of more trees to get rid of. Otherwise I'm not going to have enough room with these two trees in the way. So those two, that one right there and that one right there, have to go. So I'm going to try to leave this one and that one there if possible, but I think I can leave that back one there, and this one here I'd like to leave it here, but I'm not sure if I can or not with what I'm looking to do right here. I do know that a few more of those, all those the rest of those little ones have to come out of there, so I'm only going to be able to have like 2 or 3 into that pile there. And then I am going to take these two out right here. Well, this one's about dead anyway right here, so this one right there, it's about dead anyway, so I need to get it gone anyway, and then get that big stump out. And then this one here and that one right there gotta go, because I've got to have enough room here for the back to be able to get the house pad big enough to build. You're gonna be surprised the size. It doesn't, I know it looks big here on camera, but it's really not as big as you think it is. And now the house is going to have to be shifted over this way a little bit, so I've got to build a lot of this up right here anyway, so that's okay. I don't mind, I like it very much. And I'll be getting in there and moving the bush hog and all that stuff over there soon, so that way I can prep more for it. But I think with that, having to dig that, well, I got one hole back there that I'm gonna have to dig out more and get a lot more dirt out of it. So I think that dirt right there might be enough to do what I got to do. And looking really good, looking really good. This pond is going to be awesome when it's done, you know. It just keeps getting better and better. It seems like every time I work on it, I just like it that much more. But you see how the dog is having to water around in there, so I'm going to smooth that out for sure. And then this big dog right here has got to go. She's cutting down, putting up a lot of shade over here in this area that's wet on a regular basis. So it's got to go. And definitely lighten everything up around here. And I'll probably end up taking a bunch of these little trees out right here, just so when I put the fence down through there, it's not interfering with that. You know, this is all so wet over here that I think all these little ones right here can just be gone. I am going to leave the if you can see this clump right here, take it out, but I'm going to leave the cedar tree right there because it's still trying to hang on there. So I'm going to trim it back and maybe try to push it back up so it straightens up a little bit, and just clean all the rest of this right up through here, because then I can get in here and get my pipe in here. As soon as this area right here dries out enough, I can get Bertha in here and straighten out this hole across here, and then fill the rest of this in so you don't see that ditch. Because you can see over here, they're still holding water over there, you know, and I want to fill that back in right here a little bit. You know, this is the one I dug this hole here so that my pipe could be in there. My pump could be down in there deep enough to be able to hold the water and be able to keep pumping it out. So now that I've got all this dug, I've just got to smooth all this out down through here so it's a nice, clean, pretty ditch. And then the pipes will come down here, and they'll run around that way and over into there. So that way the water will just naturally overflow, will hit it and do its thing. Now this will stay a little bit of an indentation down through here, even with the pipe in here. It'll stay a little bit of an indentation just to take care of the water on the rest of the property. So it'll come down and flow itself into there. I'm hoping it'll hit the pond and do that, but you know how that goes. Sometimes that's not always the case, trying to make things like that happen. So I figured I'll just leave a little indentation, just a little bit, so that if it does get too much excess, it can still get out of here. But again, I think I'm gonna call it a day, y'all. So at least on this video anyway. I'm still gonna get out here and do some more. I'm gonna go in here and eat me some lunch, because I haven't had anything to eat yet today. And we'll make it happen. All right, so I love y'all. I thank y'all for all the support and all the love you've been and backing me up with, and all the awesome comments. And that really means a lot to me. It really does. Makes me very happy. I will say that. So anyway, y'all, let's get off of here. Stop yakking already. You're talking too much. And we'll see y'all in the next one, okay? All right, y'all. Well, I thought I was done for the day on the video, but I forgot I got this really cool tool from a subscriber, and you know who you are, and it's the camera mount. So this thing is really, really sweet. So as you can see what I'm seeing up here now. Like, I can twist this around here and you can see exactly what I'm seeing from the steering wheel area. So I can also spin this around and you'll be able to see the backhoe a lot better now. So, which is very cool. So I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna dig the rest of that pond out and show you a little bit more about what's going on over here. And try this new mount out. I think it's very cool. So let's come along. Let's see the ride.
goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now, don't look back, but hey, don't you wanna play? Hold on, sugar, why you look so sad? Come on now, mama, ain't nothing here so bad. You got fast cars, movie stars, party on down the street with Mary Jane, good cocaine, plenty down there to eat. You can double down, throw some dice, you can take off now, don't think twice, but hey, don't you wanna play? Baby, come on. Tell me where you wanna go. But baby, I don't work down there anymore.
Well, I hope y'all like that new cool view. This new camera mount, and you know who you are that sent it to me, and this is so awesome. I love it. I can stick this thing right out there on the boom now and not have to worry about it, because that's the view you just got, and I thought that was pretty cool. But we're getting there. All right, so we got the top of the J cut back, so you can see the big rocks in here. Big rocks in this one. There's even a couple of more that look like a big bean in here. So all of this right here now is loose. I just got to be able to pull it out of there. And a big rock over there. Timber. They said, no, I won't go. You can't take me out of the pond. Oh, now look, and now it then created a little waterfall in there, so that water's gonna want to drain down in there now. But that's all right. I'll get it in the morning. It's all loose, so all I got to do is just dig this out, and I can just dig a little bit more right here out, and then this part will be done. But tomorrow I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna dig that out right there and kind of dig a trench across there so that the water will drain out of this and get down as low as possible, so that this doesn't fill up just yet. So, but the new mount, good and deep. That's about 7-8 foot deep right there. I think that's gonna be plenty. And I'll spread a bunch of these piles that I got right here. I'll spread these out and let these dry. And I mean, these aren't real wet, so that's the reason I wanted to do it that way, is just sections at a time, so that it doesn't stay real wet, and I can get this moved out of here. It's gonna be pretty sweet. And probably take it and use it to backfill some of this right through here. But you know, I am gonna straighten that out, like I said, across there, just going from that corner to that corner straight. So I'll just be able to push this in. As I dig that back, I'll be able to just pull it back in here, and then I'll be able to take this and just spread it right out on the cross there and get her going. All right, so now we're officially gonna call it a day, y'all. I think that's enough. I think it's like 5 o'clock or something like that, 5:30. Don't matter where you're at in the world, it's Miller time, right? Which means go in here, get me a cold water, and start figuring out something for dinner. You know, cooking for the single man sometimes is a challenge. You know, because you don't want to make these meals like you used to make when you had a family. So you're like, oh, yeah, what do I cook? TV dinner again? You know, or you try to make meals that you can stretch out for a few days, you know. But unfortunately, I don't have a ride to the store to get those yet, but I am. It's coming. I promise you, it's coming, and I'm looking forward to it. So in the meantime, thank you for watching. Thank you for the cool gifts I got today. One really helped out the dogs today, and that was very nice. And looking forward to. They've already got it out. It was dog food. It was a different kind of dog food. I think that's might be why Audie's been losing weight. She's getting bored of the dog food. Who knows? But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow. All right, go hug a vet, thank a vet, like, subscribe, share, all that kind of good stuff. You know the routine. You got to hit the button at the bottom over there. You know what I'm talking about, are you? All right, see you guys.